What's going on, guys? Welcome to the weekly live chat. This is live chat number 89. There's no fights going on this Saturday. Well, actually, there is. There's the Rizin versus Bellator. I haven't really dug deep into it. I'm not even sure if I'm doing a stream for it. It's a decent card. It's on New Year's Eve. We can talk about that a little bit. I got to look into that card, to be honest. But I made a video. Khamzat Chimaev, or not made a video. Title of the stream, Khamzat Chimaev's next fight, which we're going to talk about, which I talked about in the video I did of top 10 fights the UFC needs to make in 2023. If you haven't checked out that video, it is on the channel right this very second. It is like almost 40 minutes long. Go check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. We're also going to talk about UFC 285, which is coming up in March of next year. We got a fight announcement just like an hour ago. I ended up delaying this live chat to make a video about it because I figured it was a decent, a decent fight to make a video about, if that makes sense. And also Marlon Vera, Cory Sandhagen. I have a video on that as well on the channel, but I put that in the title as well. I figure we'll talk about all those things. If you watch the live chat regularly, I just kind of throw together the title with the most recent kind of stuff, just throw together whatever I think we're going to talk about, and then you guys really dictate what exactly we actually talk about. So if you guys have any questions, you throw them in the chat, we talk about it, and that's it. That's how the live chat goes if you haven't watched before. But do me a favor, if you're already in here, like the stream. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the channel this very second. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, even after this stream, do me a favor. Look, I got a bunch of videos out on the channel right now, basically. Derek Brunson, Dricus Du Plessi, early prediction. I discussed it for UFC 285. I have the top 10 fights the UFC needs to make in 2023. That's a great video. It's almost 40 minutes. It's a little over 36 minutes. I have a video about the UFC Apex. I have a dedicated video about Marlon Vera, Cory Sandhagen. I have a 51-minute video with Chris Curtis. We talk about everything going on in the MMA world right now, basically. And then you're starting to get to a week ago. Are Dagestani fighters ruining the sport? All on the channel. Do me a favor. Go check them out. I would greatly appreciate it. After this stream, of course. I would greatly appreciate it. What is up, Jordan? Appreciate you stopping in. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Iceman? What's up, Homework? What's up, Niles? Bro, is it bad? I hope the UFC takes Kevin up on his offer and books Hamzat versus Kevin Lee. We may have found where Kevin Lee fits into this. He'll get smashed. Dude, I don't want him to do that. I have no desire to see that matchup at all. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, we're good. But Kevin Lee barely beat a dead body of Diego Sanchez, who had been hanging upside down from the rafters and getting the shit beat out of him by Josh Fabia, who's an absolute idiot. And Kevin Lee could barely defeat him. So I have no desire to see Kevin Lee. I understand what you're saying. Let's watch him get destroyed. I want to see Khamzat Chimaev in competitive fights that answer a lot of questions. I want to see Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington. Please, MMA gods, please. That may be on the list, the top 10 list. But, I mean, if we can't get nothing else at this point, just throw Kevin Lee in there. Let's watch Kevin Lee just get mopped. I mean, it would be a brutal destruction. Kevin Lee's horrible. When did he even last fight? And Kevin Lee's king of excuses, too. He would have 8 different excuses afterwards. He fought Diego Sanchez back in March. What is going on with Eagle FC? Can someone tell me? I'm telling you, I think this company's probably going under already. Like when's their next event? August 21st is their next event. It's 8 months from now. It's August 21st. Can someone tell me what's going on here? It's because they're not making no money. Nobody's watching this garbage. Yeah, this is a dead promotion. I mean, when you're booking Bigfoot Silva in fights at one point in time. Yeah. Okay. Dos Santos versus De Castro. No, that's 5/20/22. So they don't have nothing. They don't. Eagle FC is done for. Is absolutely done for. They don't have nothing announced. I was about to say, are they really doing a rematch of Junior Dos Santos versus Jorgen De Castro. Thank God they're not. I almost threw up in my mouth there for a second. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. Um, it it is what it is. It is what it is. But they're probably going under. I'm alive. I'm glad that you're alive. Why would you be dead? Am I missing something? I don't know. I feel like we got way more fight announcements last year during this time. We'll see. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't feel like that. Maybe we'll get some soon. I have a feeling Francis Ngannou versus John Jones may be coming soon, per sources. Billy, what's going on? Will John Jones fight more than once this year if he wins a belt? I'm going to say yes, he fights twice. I'm going to say he fights Ngannou and then one more time at the end of the year. If Alex Pereira beats Izzy again, could you see him fighting for a light heavyweight belt afterwards? Yes, he's not going to stay at middleweight for long. He's massive. People throw around weight bully way too much. That's a weight bully if I've ever seen one. If Alex, okay, read that. I want to see someone actually give Hamzat a fight. The Kevin Holland fight was a non-event. Yeah, agreed. And Kevin Holland looked like an absolute bum afterwards. Per sources, yes. If John Jones versus Francis the most anticipated fight in UFC history, it sure does feel like it. But maybe it's just being anticipated for too long. Because it's terrible. Was Joe Silva a better matchmaker than Hunter Campbell? Is Hunter Campbell's not even making matchmaking. Right now it's Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard. So maybe Hunter Campbell works in on it somewhat. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. But I'm going to say no. How big of a dono for you to react live to MMA Guru's most recent video? What is his most recent video? Now you're wasting my time making me look up dumb shit right now. Let's take a look. Most hated fighter tier list 2022? 57 minutes ago? What am I going to react to? I don't even know what's the reaction to that? What do you mean by react to it? Like, you want me to watch the entire video? It is 30 minutes long? And say what? Like, you want me to listen to it and just say how I feel? I don't know. You gotta be more descriptive. I can't watch most live streams because I'm running on data. Oh, I see. Makes sense. I understand. Joe, I've been watching your videos for a long time. I decided to subscribe today. Serious question, though. Why do you dislike O'Malley? I slightly dislike O'Malley, okay? I don't hate O'Malley. It's his cult-like following fans that are so annoying. The O'Malley simps, the O'Malley the O'Malley cult, that's it. They're so annoying. They're so delusional. And so what I'm doing is I just troll them, basically, with facts. And they get really mad. But appreciate you subscribing. I'm glad you've been watching the videos for a while. We are sitting at 6,519 subscribers. Appreciate every single one of you. Gilbert Burns did give Chimaev a fight. Yeah, we want to see the next fight too. Kevin Holland has fought 4 times this year. Has he now? That sounds unbelievable. Kevin Holland's always been super active, but that just doesn't seem like it's true. He fought Chimaev. Who else did he fight? I can't remember. He fought Tim Means. Yep. Alex Cowboy Oliveira. And Wonderboy. Yeah. Good call. 2-2. 2-2. I don't know why the Oliveira fight and the Tim Means fight seemed like it was last year. In my mind, it felt like it was last year. I don't know why I felt that way, but it did. It did. Hold on. Ooh, did I do something wrong? Hold on 1 second. Don't tell me I misspelled something. I spelled it right. What is this guy talking about? Let me just check something real quick. Dricus Du Plessi. Dricus Du Plessi. Let's see. Did I spell this wrong? Somehow. Let me just copy and paste this. I did spell his name wrong. Damn it, I forgot an S at the end. Plessis. Well, thank you for that guy to pointing it out. Boom. I'm an idiot. I hate when I have a misspelling in a title. I always double check it. But somehow I missed that. It just blended in and I didn't realize it was missing the S. So annoying. Okay. Are you MMA Guru's brother? He always talks about you. No. How would Yo Romero match up with Alex Pereira? That'd be interesting. Yo Romero has a granite chin, but he never mixes in his wrestling. So if he mixed in the wrestling, he would win, but I think Pereira would probably chin him. Yeah, pretty much. What, you just want me to watch it and react to it? I don't know. $1,000, I'll react to it for you. Almost 7K, that's crazy. That is crazy. So, let's say some way, somehow, Kevin Lee beats Khamzat Chimaev. Does he get the title shot? No. He needs to be cut. He needs to be executed immediately. I seen a Twitter post, most likely fake, but it was Oliveira versus your boy Fiziev. Thoughts on the matchup if it were to happen? Jesse, thank you for subscribing today. I'm glad you got over the hump. You've been watching the videos. You are subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. If it were to happen, Fiziev would TKO Charles Oliveira. Okay? Because Oliveira's not taking him down. Fiziev's not going to go to the ground with him in any capacity. And Fiziev's a far more technical striker. And Oliveira gets hit too much. He would drop Oliveira 3 or 4 times before finally finding. He would probably KO him. Because I don't even know if Fiziev would even follow him to the ground just to land some follow-up shots. Like, not even go down there. So I say it's a brutal KO for Fiziev and changes the career of Charles Oliveira afterwards. So, but yes, it is fake. That fight is not happening. I doubt it even happens anytime in the near future. I severely doubt it. It just doesn't make sense right now. But you never know. You never know. I can't believe it's about to be the end of the year, guys. I can't even fathom. How is that even possible? It's about to be 2023. 2023. Let's be honest. Guru's one of the hardest working MMA channels. Sure. I hope so. So, what's next for Gamrot? I don't know. Let's take a look. Who can we match him up with next? Gamrot. He's not fighting Sarukian again. I say you do Gamrot versus Ismagulov. I think you do Ismagulov. I know it's a little bit down the rankings, but they're both coming off losses. I thought Gamrot lost to Sarukian to begin with. So in my opinion, Sarukian should be above him in the rankings. Dos Anjos is kind of out of the equation. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Gamrot versus Chandler either, but that's not going to happen. I doubt that gets made. Joey, hope all is well. Thank you. I hope all is well with you as well. I can't believe we're in the last week of 2022. We're in the last, 2 days of 2022. Doesn't it end? Saturday, isn't it Saturday the 31st? Let's see. Yeah, so we got 3 full days left. That's it. I know you're saying the same thing, but I'm just saying that's craziness. Loser and his fans too. He does 0 work, 0 interviews because everyone knows he's a clown. I don't pay attention enough to know, but duly noted. What's up, Joey? What's going on? JZ Way 26. Hamzat versus Usman 2023 could have made your list. That is true. And I almost did put it on the list, and it was on my list last year. But I don't know why I didn't put it on the list. I just thought I didn't want to have Hamzat on there 8 times is what I didn't want. And I want the Colby fight. And I had the Shavkat fight. I didn't want to throw a third one on there, even though I know the Shavkat was an honorable mention. Would you rather see Charles versus Beneil or Charles versus Fiziev? I think Charles Dariush is much more interesting stylistically. I would go Charles versus Dariush. Fiziev's going to flatline Charles bad. And I don't want to see that. So interesting stylistic-wise, Charles versus Beneil. I don't remember when I discovered you, but it was through James Lynch. Shout out to both of you guys, man. That's awesome, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're going to have to get together on something soon. We've talked about it. We just haven't cemented any plans. But we will get together on something, whether he comes on my channel or I go on his channel. We will be doing something soon. And that's pretty crazy. You found it. Do you remember, did you find it because me and him did something together or otherwise? Or did you hear him mention something about one of my videos or something? But either way, Andy, I'm glad you enjoyed the channel. I'm glad you found the channel. I'm glad you watched the channel. I'm glad you pop in the streams all the time. Why do you always say buy Venom gear? Are you sponsored? I mean, why would you not want to buy Venom gear? It basically makes you an elite fighter. And I mean, there's so many other benefits to it as well. You never even have to look for a woman, because if you're wearing Venom gear, they're all just attracted to you like zombies. So that's the reason. That's the reason. Chandler versus Hamzat 170. Dude, Hamzat would brutally flatline KO Michael Chandler, in my opinion. It would be bad. It would be really bad. Let's see. Let me read the rest of this comment because I never even read the rest of it. Somebody's mad because I talked about Dricus' skill set in my most recent video. Dude, people love that guy for some reason. I'm just being honest. I can't give my opinion without being a hater. Yeah, Joey's an official Venom sponsor. I got to message them. I got to get a sponsorship with Venom. How funny would that be? They supplied me with Venom gear to wear on stream. How dare this dude questions the Venom gear? Exactly. You put on Venom gear, you go out, look at you. Nobody will fight you. They'll see the Venom gear on, they're like, nah, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Nope. You put on a Venom fight kit, and if you get the custom one with your name down the back, at that point, you could basically rob a bank with no weapons. Yeah, but we need revenge for Chandler, Flatline, and Tony. Dude, I think Dustin Poirier did a good job. Finished him in the third. But I know what you mean. You want to see Chandler out cold, I guess. Chandler is one of those guys I've always loved to watch fight. He's one of the most exciting fighters ever. But since he's come to the UFC, when he's on the mic, I just find him incredibly annoying. And I don't know if that's just something independent to me or other people are feeling the same thing. But every time he opens his mouth, he says some corny line of some sort. Hamzat would get the real revenge. I see. Makes sense. Guys, do me a favor. If you have not already, like the stream. Like the stream. I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to be doing these streams all throughout the break. Because right now it is... I hope I put the right date in the thumbnail. I don't remember if I changed it or not. Let me just double check. Yes, I did. Thank God for that. But it's the 28th. We're not having any fights until the 14th. So 2 weeks from this Saturday is going to be the next UFC fight. Let's take a look at that card real quick. You guys can keep throwing questions in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. Gastelum versus Amaivov. A lot of people don't know who Amaivov is, but I've been talking about him like for a while now. He's a legit contender in the division. Has looked pretty good. Only has a decision loss in the UFC to Phil Hawes, which is a bad look. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that fight. That was back in February of 2021. But finishes Ian Highness, finishes Edmund Shabazian, beats up Buckley. And everyone's counting Amaivov as the winner against Gastelum. I actually favor Gastelum, to be quite honest. So I'm gonna have to dig into looking at the tape a little bit, but I may go Gastelum. But the real fight that I'm dying to see, Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Jeff Neal. That's a great fight. That is a great fight. And I love to watch Shavkat fight. The rest of the card's okay. You got Jimmy Flick returning from his retirement against Charles Johnson. You got Umar Nurmagomedov, Ronnie Barcelos. And you got Dan Ige, Damon Jackson. So there's quite a few fights. I'm going to have to do a bunch of predictions. I'm at least doing Umar Nurmagomedov, Ronnie Barcelos. I might do Dan Ige, Damon Jackson, Jeff Neal, Shavkat, and Kelvin Gastelum, Nasruddin. So at least 4 for that card. Probably by 2024, I'm thinking. Probably by 2024, maybe by the end of next year, I'll start doing full card predictions. To be honest, I just don't have the time. Because essentially, if I do the full card fight predictions, I'm going to have to cut back on a lot of extra videos, probably. I mean, not a lot, but it's going to cut down because I need a lot of time to watch fight tape. I can't just throw out picks willy-nilly. I cannot throw out picks willy-nilly. I just won't do it. I don't feel good about it. I make full card picks every single week. I can't do a video and just throw out them willy-nilly without watching recent fight tape because there's a lot to remember in MMA, and it's hard to remember everything that went on. But hopefully by the end of next year, YouTube channel is running pretty good. I could start doing those full card predictions. And maybe for like a really big card, I would do it. But I like doing the individual breakdowns, to be honest. Then we got UFC 283 on January 21st. Glover Teixeira, Jamal Hill, main event. Figgy versus Moreno 4. Shogun versus Potiera. Andrade Murphy. Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny and his hairline. This card isn't great, isn't terrible. Paul Craig, Johnny Walker, Terrence McKinney, Ismail Bonfin, Jalton Almeida, Shamil Abdurakhimov, Guram Kutateladze versus Thiago Moises. There's a lot of great fights on this card. I'll probably do Thiago Moises, Guram Kutateladze, Jalton Almeida, Shamil Abdurakhimov, McKinney versus Bonfin, Craig versus Walker. I might even do Tavares versus Gregory Rodriguez, Gilbert Burns versus Neil Magny, Figgy Moreno 4, and the main event, Jamal Hill versus Glover. That's 8. I might not even be able to do all those. I'm going to start early working on that. French Fries, thank you for the 16 months of membership. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. That's crazy. 16 months. That is straight up insanity. Straight up insanity. I mean, I can't believe that. Dricus is honestly garbage, but I think he puts Brunson to sleep. We'll see. I saw somebody, I can't remember if it was Fries or somebody else, saying Brunson was an easy fight for Dricus, though. I disagree with that. If you watch my video, you would know. I'd love to see Chandler versus Dober. Chandler gives me Izzy vibes on the mic. Both are kind of corny. Makes sense. Who do you think is next for the Hangman? Hanato Moicano, Dan Hooker, I believe is next, Jesse. Who would you favor, Gilbert or versus Colby? I'd probably favor Gilbert. Why did Poirier do a cartwheel when he beat Chandler? Why didn't he? I have no idea. I'd love to see Hangman Hooker versus Money Moicano. Sign me up. What's up, Dabrowski? Thank you for joining us. About time. Are you excited at all for the Bellator Rizin card? Honestly, I haven't really looked into it. I'm not super familiar with a lot of those guys from Rizin. So for me, it's hard for me to get excited about it. But I'm probably going to watch it. I may stream it. I'm going to have to decide about that soon. I don't even know what time it comes on. Does anybody know? Like, Bellator has the worst website known to man. Let's see if I can figure out when the card comes on. Let's see. Nope, I can't figure out a time. Don't see a time on here. It gives me a countdown, but it doesn't tell me the time. Like, that's unbelievable. I am on events. It shows you the date. It gives you a countdown. 2 days, 3 hours, and 59 minutes. Well, what time is that? And also, is that the prelims or is that the main card? So, Is it coming on at 11 p.m. on Saturday? If someone can fill me in, I'd love to know. But Bellator has the worst website known to man. So, are you okay? Read that. Hanato Money Moicano agreed. Happy holidays, Joey. Enjoy your streams. Thank you. Appreciate you, my friend. I discovered you whenever you had a live stream, I believe. Also noticed we were both in James' Discord. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. Seems like most people think Kelvin is washed. Yeah, I don't think he is. Tough fight. Okay. Joey, my guy, you're back. Happy to see you. Happy to see you as well. Thoughts on Curtis not getting Dricus Du Plessi? Might have missed if you talked about it already. I did not. Disappointed. I talked about it at the end of the video I put out. It's disappointing. It's disappointing, but it is what it is. You know, I understand why the UFC decided to make it. But at the same time, for me, it would have been far more interesting to have Curtis versus Du Plessis, but they're trying to build up Du Plessis. What happened to 10K subs by the end of the year? Quit being a hater and you would have 10K. What are you even talking about, dude? What happened to it? It just didn't happen. It was a large goal that I set that was realistic, but particularly high. It will eventually happen, and I don't know why you're saying quit being a hater. I don't know. Seems like you're crying about something that I missed. You know, I don't know what happened, but I don't know. I'm here too, driving to grab some pizza. Appreciate you constantly growing. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Hold on one second. Hold on. What are you even talking about? Yes. Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't know. Used to be a big supporter, so I don't know. Something I must have said must have rubbed him the wrong way, I guess. I'll join the stream if you end up doing the Bellator Rizin card. That sounds interesting. Okay. I will let you know as soon as I know. I got to figure out the timing. Kelvin isn't washed. He's just on a bad skid. Agreed. I mean, you go look at Kelvin Gastelum. I talked about this recently. But Nasruddin's a very tough matchup. First off, jeez Louise, it's uglier than I thought. 5 out of his last 6. I thought he beat Jared Cannonier. Robert Whittaker fight, took on short notice. It's Robert Whittaker. No shame in that. Ian Heinisch's performance was, I think, his worst performance in his past few fights was against Ian Heinisch, and that's the only fight he won. The Jack Hermanson, I guess you could say that was worse. He got finished early in the first round. Just got caught in a sub attempt immediately. I thought he beat Darren Till. Almost beat Israel Adesanya, but he lost. So, you know, arguably he could have won the Cannonier fight. He could have won the Till fight. And then obviously he would have still lost to Adesanya, Hermanson, and Whittaker. But the Whittaker was on short notice. And Jared Cannonier was not short notice, but yeah, I don't know. It was originally supposed to be Paulo Costa. He was subbing in for Paulo Costa. And he's fighting the toughest guys. So I don't think he's washed. I got AJ McKee at -160 before the line jumped. I've since watched more tape on Roberto De Souza, and he's a killer too. Looking forward to that fight the most. I'm going to have to look into it. I'm going to dig into it later tonight, maybe. I would like to dig into it and do some predictions for it. Brunson finished Till quicker than Plessi by like 30 seconds. Seems logical pick. Okay. I never even thought of it that way, but all right. Damn, Patty, a fan turned hater. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's an imposter. For all we know, it's an imposter. He has an answer. What's he mad about? But I don't know. Let's see. But who knows? I'm not going to worry about it too much. I heard the Bellator Rizin card is aired on a delay for the UFC. I'm not sure if that's true. I heard that somewhere too, which also makes me not want to watch it. That's a horrible decision. That is a horrible decision. Let me X out some of these tabs I got. Okay, we're good. Guys, do me a favor. If you have not already, like the stream. Run up the likes on the stream. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I want to get to a point where we have like 100 people in every stream. Something along those lines is what I want to end up doing. And that's another goal that's a goal for 2023. 100 people in every stream. I still can't find this Rizin Bellator card. The timing, it just doesn't exist anywhere. It just doesn't exist. Time. Now it says 5 p.m. I found a 5 p.m. that came up. That's going to be on Showtime, right? Rizin 40 starts at 5 a.m. Eastern and immediately followed by Bellator versus Rizin. In the U.S., airs via tape delay at 8 p.m. Eastern on Showtime. So I still don't know if that's the prelims. It is a tape delay. Ew. Who wants to watch it with a tape delay? What is being said? I don't even see anything that's said. Are we still replying to that original message, or is there something more? What are we talking about here? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter, man. Let him say what he wants. It doesn't matter to me. But I thought you guys there was something new. Yeah, I can't. I couldn't watch on it. I can't watch on a tape delay. I was reading your message. That one actually hurts because who wants to, like, it's just not the same. It's not the same in my opinion. So, yeah, I don't know. Cheeto was losing to the dead-beaten corpse of Frankie Edgar. He's going to get exposed badly. That is true. That is true. But it was close. I wouldn't say, he was losing. I think it was like 1-1 or something going into the third. But I know what you mean. How would Till do versus Hawes? Dude, I don't know. I don't trust Hill to be able to do anything anymore. So, he'd probably get KO'd by Hawes. Y'all seen the Russian nuclear submarine? Pretty terrifying, even though he wouldn't use it. I have not seen anything. In the Discord, yes, he is. Maybe he abandoned it. Maybe he closed down. He hates the channel now. It's gonna happen. Prelims start at 3 a.m. Can you watch it live anywhere or no? Imagine I do a live stream when it's actually live. Rather than, why are they doing their biggest card on tape delay? They should have figured something out. That's terrible. Prelims start at 3 a.m. Yeah, we got to figure out where you can watch actual live. No live betting then, I guess? I have no idea. I don't know how that works. I think it's promotional suicide to do tape delays because then nobody wants to watch it. Now I'm not even worried about not streaming it. I mean, I could just, the results have already happened. I'm gonna look up the results and then go on stream and predict every fight to an exact T. Imagine how funny that would be. Imagine how funny that would be. I'm dying to see Fiziev versus Poirier. You think it's the most compelling matchup for Fiziev, Joey? How do you see that going? I would pick Fiziev over pretty much anyone in the lightweight division. But I think Fiziev versus Gamrot, Fiziev versus Sarukian, Fiziev versus Gaethje, Fiziev versus Chandler, Fiziev versus Connor, Fiziev versus Charles, Fiziev versus Beneil. I think they're all super compelling. So I love every matchup with Fiziev. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch. I think he beats Poirier. But it'd be interesting. Main card, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, fair enough. Couldn't watch on a tape delay. I know I was reading your message before and I started saying that as well. How come we still have Nunes 145-pound champ and there ain't even a 45 division? Promotional. Just promotional. Promotional reasons. That's it. They want to promote her as a double champion. It's garbage. I want your opinion on Dawkins getting headbutted KO'd by Anders. Why not a no contest? Because they robbed Dawkins subbing Holland. Shaking my head. I want your opinion on Dawkins. I don't even remember Dawkins getting headbutted by Anders. But yeah, I mean, I think the Holland sub from the headbutt was justified. I think it made sense. I think it was the right call. But I'm trying to remember the Anders Dawkins one. I guess the ref just didn't see it. I don't know. Tape delay will be the fastest way to not watch. Absolute trash. Agreed. 100%. I miss UFC. I want to watch Pena striking for 6 hours. Yeah. Pena has the elite of the elite striking, in my opinion. I think it's some of the best striking you've ever seen. Do you have any siblings? Wouldn't you like to know? Hawk Lungs is laughing about something. I don't know. Or I might watch Thug Rose versus Aspars on repeat. Yeah, that's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. Do they have an actual pro league for disc golf, Joe? Yes, they do. I forgot what it's called. It's like PG something, PGA something or other, or PDGA. I think. Yeah, it's PDGA, the Professional Disc Golf Association. There you go. Boom. Cheetah versus Frankie was close, but in my opinion, there's no excuse to losing to modern day Frankie Edgar. Very true. I agree. He was getting out wrestled. That's why I picked Cory Sandhagen. Early prediction was Cory Sandhagen. I said Cheeto's not beating Henry Cejudo or Aljamain Sterling. Bellator makes the most boneheaded decisions. It sucks. It's the UFC's closest competitor. They make some embarrassing decisions. I have no idea why you would do the biggest card of your year on tape delay, essentially. But their promotion, I mean, I have no experience running a fighting promotion. I feel like I could do a better job than Bellator. How is it impossible to find your start times? What do they just decide like 2 days before? Why is there not an easily defined start time for prelims and main card? Why? And this has been going on for years. If I want to watch the cards, I can't figure out what time I need to be home to tune in. How am I supposed to watch then? It's infuriating to me. And this has been going on forever. I'd rather have UFC for no UFC for months than rewatch Pena fight or Namajunas Esparza 2. Fair enough. Sobro, thank you for the $2.79 Canadian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Can't wait for Nunes Pena 3, greatest trilogy ever. I want to see him run it back 6 times. I mean, if you don't want to see Nunes Pena 7 and 8 and just see the elite technical prowess of Juliana Pena's hands, I mean, she has the most fundamentally sound hands I've ever seen in my entire life. Plus, she has nuclear power. Plus, she had the speed and agility of, a world-class elite level fighter. There's just nothing not to love. That's a great fight. We need to book it 8, 9 times. It's absolutely amazing. Pena has the best hands in MMA, basically. The best striking in MMA. She's elite everywhere. The hands are so fast. I mean, I think Juliana Pena would defeat Rafael Fiziev in a straight-up kickboxing match. Someone's going to be listening to this later and think I'm serious. I'm kidding. Nah, he fell face first, KO'd, and the ref gave him like 2 minutes. I feel like I do remember it now, but I can't remember. I got to go back and watch that one. So, bro, with the 99 cents Canadian, appreciate you with no message. Thank you. Hey, how old are you, Joey? I've answered it so many times I've stopped answering it. Could Juliana Pena outbox Mayweather? Mayweather in his prime, definitely. Mayweather now, definitely as well. Juliana Pena is the Alex Pereira of women's MMA. You heard it here first. You got to be doped out to actually believe this. Yeah. Juliana Pena definitely has better hands than Alex Pereira, though, so I wouldn't even compare the two. That's embarrassing to Pena. That's rude to Pena. Corey Anderson is the king of accidental headbutts. Is he? What program besides OBS do you use for editing videos? Filmora. What? Okay, right. Do you think Luke Rockhold can have success in celebrity boxing? Maybe. Just because he's got a UFC name behind him. Don't know. Don't know. Rockhold is Glass Joe of Mike Tyson Punch Out. Okay. Joe, you should make a shirt that says Physique beats everyone. You never know. Oh, you don't get a message for $1? I think you have to just click there. You have to click when you send it. You should get a message for everything. Let me take a look. Oh, you don't. You just send it. So it's showing me the biggest donation you can do is $500, and it's red. My guess is it'll last forever. Imagine I super chat at my own self 500. What a waste of money that would be. That would be absolutely insane. That would be absolutely insane. The biggest donation I've got is 200. Is 200 I've ever gotten. Give me 1 second. Okay, where are we at? Rockhold is glad. Okay, read that. Joey read that. And did it not send my message? Oh my goodness. No, it did not. I don't think you can for 99 cents. The biggest meme ever would be if Volk somehow claims all the belts from the biggest meme ever would be if Volk somehow claims all the belts from featherweight up to his rugby weight. I guess so. That would be weird. You can't send a message for $1. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm reading something. Someone should send Joey a 500 super chat with their mother's credit card right now. He'll be a legend forever. Joe said his mother's credit card. Oh my goodness. That'd be hilarious. I wouldn't even know what kind of reaction to give for 500 because I'd feel like a straight up bitch if I didn't give a good reaction. But I would be shocked for sure. I'd be just straight up shocked. I'd be straight up shocked. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just give it a test. Give it a test if you guys want to make sure. I've been having issues. My $500 super chats haven't been coming through. So if a couple of you guys could test it, I would love to know if it's actually working now. I think I got the issues resolved, and I need a couple of you guys to test it out to make sure it works. Do you think Alex P will still be the middleweight champ come 2024? No. Nope. Will not be. I think he'll lose. If he doesn't lose to Adesanya, he'll lose to a grappler of some sort. To be quite honest, I don't see him holding on to that belt for long. I think Pereira is going to be one of those guys that comes in, wins a belt, hangs around for a little bit, and then boom, gone. Gone forever. Joey, thoughts on Cheeto running 11, 14 miles a day? I don't really have thoughts. I mean, I guess that's good that's why he has so much cardio. I guess that's why he has so much cardio. Because Cheeto has some of the best cardio in the UFC. Thoughts on Brunson versus Du Plessis being in the works? I put an entire video out on it. You better go watch it after this stream. But nothing that makes me super excited. It's basically the UFC trying to build Du Plessis into a contender, honestly. That's what's going on there. But I talk about it for 15 minutes in that video. Go check it after the stream. Which was a better fight, Romero versus Costa or Gane versus Tuivasa? Romero versus Costa. Gane versus Tuivasa was basically a one-sided beatdown with one moment of hope for Tuivasa when he dropped him. That's the reality. That's the reality of it. Read that. And Romero versus Costa was crazy good. Back and forth. I mean, unbelievable pressure from Costa. So, without a doubt, it has to be Romero Costa. Like 10 people need to use their mama's credit card and send 500 and make sure it works. Dude's gonna get me sued by parents. I wonder how many people under the age of 15 watch this channel. Because I think I always think the majority of the people who watch this channel are like 20 years old to like 35 years old would be my guess. Well, I can look at my analytics. Let me go take a look. My audience analytics. I think it tells you age, right? Or no? No, it doesn't tell you age. It does tell you age. So 13 to 17-year-olds, I'm at a 0.4%. 18 to 24-year-olds, I'm at a 25.2%. 25 to 34-year-olds, I'm at a 43%. So I'm accurate on what I think. I knew it said it in the analytics. So 25 to 34-year-olds are 44% of my audience. 35 to 44-year-olds are 20% of my audience. And I got 0.9% of 65 plus. Shout out to all the 65 plus watching the channel. I appreciate all the 65 plus. Toby's apparently 9. Yeah, put in the chat, how old are you? Put in the chat. I want to know. Even if you're lurking, type in the chat real quick. How old are you? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Make sure not to use chargeback. That is true. Yo, Joey, Monica. My profile says I'm 38. I'm not. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you a hint. I'm in high school. What grade? 11th. Like up the chat. Yeah, guys, like the stream. That's how the stream gets pushed out to more people. How was your Christmas? My Christmas was good. Women would rather date an old guy than a liar, FYI. Okay. Ulysses, I forgot how to pronounce your name. You're 19, 38, 19, 22, 28. But you won't tell us your age? Very good. I've answered the question about my age 30 million times on stream that are still public to everyone. Niles is 28. Fletch is 52. Really? Are you lying? I bet you have a range of 19 to 60. Okay. 14. Frozen is... Are you really 14? Is Frozen really 14? That's the real question. Frozen's probably old dinosaur diarrhea. Who remembers dinosaur diarrhea? That's got to be Frozen then. I'm sure of it. Trey All Day's 25. I'm a junior. You were right. Fair enough. Sobro says he's 73. Pill Cosby says he's 41. When I was 6, I used my mom's card and I bought a $1,000 Lego set on eBay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Billy's 23. Panthers is 26. Joey's 22. Joey's 25. Joey's 29. There you go. There you go. I'm somewhere there. I might be 18 for all you guys know. I might be 42. I might be 42. All right, hold on. Let's do a poll. Nobody answer if you know. If you genuinely know, I don't want you to answer. How old am I? I'm going to just make up a bunch of random answers. Let's see. Let's see. What should be the first answer? Let's see. How many answers can I get? Okay, I can get 4 answers. Let's go there. $35 plus. There you go. So I gave you options of 19, 23, 29, or 35 and up. I want you guys to go vote how old you think I am. Bitsy with a $10 super chat. UFC 284 is falling apart and I have tickets. Need Pena to save the day. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. I'm 27 and my guess for your age is 31. Okay. Are any of these accurate? Let's see. I'd be inclined to think you're 42 over 18. Fair enough. Where are we at? But yeah, hopefully Juliana Pena gets on that card and saves you. I mean, you book Juliana Pena versus any of those other female bantamweights, you got a hell of a card. You got a hell of a card right there. It looks like the majority of you guys think I'm 29. I'll take it. I'll take it. I might be 38. I might be. I might be 25. So, we'll end that poll now. We got 31 votes. Maybe I'm 31. Maybe I'm 31. Let's do another poll. Let's throw out some other random ages. Nah, I'm not even going to. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you, Bitsy, for the $10 super chat, aka the $10 hollow. I appreciate you, my friend. Who, show of hands, who watched the Dricus Du Plessi Brunson fight early prediction video? Who watched the video and watched it in its entirety or the majority of it? Let me know in the chat. Who watched it? I'd be inclined. Okay, read that. You have to put the correct answer in there, though. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I'm 27, and I'm guess your age is 31. But I could be wrong. Are any of these accurate? Maybe. Maybe. I watched the whole video. Who saw me chuckle? I felt incredibly immature when I chuckled when I said Dricus might blow his load. I was dying laughing on the inside, and I let it slip out a little bit. So who noticed that? Did anybody notice that? I was waiting for someone to comment with a timestamp, but apparently nobody cares about that fight because it's not even doing that good on views. It's only got 200 views. It's been out for an hour. Did anyone see that? The old $10 holla? Yeah, guys, this is your last chance to get donations in before the end of the year. Joey, do a poll for your job too? No. There's plenty of streams with the answers in them. You guys can go search for them. Okay, where are we at? Pena was dominating Nunes in the rematch. Nunes got a robbery win versus Pena. I agree. It was a robbery win. What are your plans for the Dirty 30? I have no plans. I don't know. $10 holla. I watched the whole vid. Pena got rocked. Amanda just didn't take the first fight seriously. Nah, Pena got robbed. She got robbed in the second fight. I'm too sick to watch anything. Fair enough. Watched 2 headlines, UFC 285. Francis Ngannou versus John Jones. I saw it earlier, and I'm thinking Brunson gets it done. Looks like we're on the same page. It just showed up my recommendation. I started watching the stream first. Appreciate you. You look like a chuckler. Joey, okay, read that. Blue Zone load. Guys, make sure to get your last minute 2022 500 super chat in. Time is ticking. Yeah, right now, it's your last chance. It's your last chance. And these will not last long, okay? This will not last long. O'Malley versus Sandhagen. I'm taking Sandhagen, but that's a fight I would love to see. That's a fight that I would love to see. Be a lot of fun. Who would I pick? I would pick Sandhagen, though. Why do you think they're not booking Whitaker versus a new opponent? I don't know. I guess they don't have anyone they want to throw in there. Thoughts on being a kissless virgin? I don't care what he does in his free time. I don't care what he does in his free time. If that's what he is, that's fine by me. 50% off $1,000 super chats. Only 500. Yeah, only 500. Now send them in. There's only 10 left. You can buy a $1,000 super chat for 50% off. It's only $500. There's only 10 left, though. You got to get them now before 2022 is over. They want to book Hamzat versus Robert. I don't think they're going to book that. I don't think they want to potentially risk the hype train that is Khamzat Chimaev. I don't think they want to risk it against Robert Whitaker. They'd rather put him against Adesanya or Pereira or Colby or Usman or Leon. I don't think so. O'Malley needs to throw more flying knees. Yeah, that he does. Thoughts on RDA versus Ponzinibbio matchup? Makes a lot of sense. I'm here for it. Neither one of these guys are ever fighting for a title. What advice would you give him to get his first kiss? I don't know. Go out of the house, maybe? I don't know. That's my best guess. You know, go out in public. Hang out with people, I guess. Out of the top 5 ranked bantamweights, who do you think O'Malley can beat? I haven't heard you pick him over anyone just yet. Top 5 bantamweights. Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan. Yan, we just watched Yan 30-29 him. Merab would wreck him. Cory Sandhagen, I would favor Cory Sandhagen heavily. I might pick Sean O'Malley against Marlon Vera in a rematch. I think Marlon Vera is his best chance. Marlon Vera rematch is his best chance. Rob would spank Hamzat. I'm not 100% sold on that, but probably. We must be looking at 2 different worlds then. Okay. You think Robert thinks he could get a title shot? Maybe. He's probably hoping if Pereira wins, he gets a rematch. Or not he gets a rematch, he gets another title fight. If Pereira wins. So he might as well sit out. Because it's not going to be that long. They're going to book that fight in probably spring. Honestly. You think, okay, read that. I rewatched Hamzat Burns yesterday. I must say Hamzat is pretty average at striking. What's your thoughts? I think he was just going out looking to steamroll him and then it didn't happen. I think his striking is pretty good. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it is pretty good. Which MMA fighter do you think you could F up? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't think about that type of stuff, and most trained fighters I'm going to lose against. I think Rob could hold a belt again within the next couple of years. I agree. Robert Whittaker's one of the best fighters not currently holding a belt. I mean, Robert Whittaker, Yan, Holloway even, Moreno, Usman, Adesanya, Cyril Gane, all great fighters that are not currently holding a belt. And I think Rob is probably top of the list. I think Hamzat versus Rob is a close one if Hamzat can take him down. Yeah, but Whittaker has great takedown defense. Is Jordan Levitt's career finished? No. But is it going to do anything meaningful? Probably not. I think anyone could beat Ben Askren. He's retired, so he doesn't count, I don't think. I do not think. Give me 1 second, guys. Jordan has a lot of talent. I don't think he's ever going to make it to the rankings, but he can still hang around and fight some guys. Why did Hamzat dodge Pereira's offer? He didn't dodge it. It was never offered. Thoughts on Ariel say Yan versus O'Malley was close? It was not close. So, Jordan, okay, will Gane ever get flatlined in his career? I'll say yes. I'll say yes, he will. I think anyone could beat up Chase Hooper. Dude, Chase Hooper looks so bad. So bad. Unbelievable bad in his last fight. Got absolutely steamrolled, wrecked. His career may be changed forever. Askren versus Patty. Who wins? Askren would win. Yeah, Askren would ragdoll Patty badly. Even Askren that's retired and coming off hip surgery. Jackson, because what's the point of fighting champion at weight? This belt not... Yeah, agreed. It was never offered to Hamzat anyway. Will Sergey Pavlovich become a champ in 2023 in your professional opinion? It's not a professional opinion. It's just an opinion in general. But I will say no. I will say no. Got my spicy red sauce pepperoni. I'm glad. Who will Darren Till face in London 2020? Darren Till's done. Darren Till's constantly injured. He's not fighting anyone in 2023. Patty versus Kevin Lee. I pick Kevin Lee. Whose fight IQ is worse, Holland's or Bobby Green's? Holland's probably. Who should Wonderboy fight next after his master class display against Holland? I don't know. He doesn't want to fight anyone who wrestled. But book him against Michelle Pereira. Well, Michelle Pereira is fighting Sean Brady now. I don't know. Somebody outside the rankings, really. He doesn't even deserve a ranked fight. Didn't deserve the Wonderboy fight, to be honest. Pereira tweeted offering to fight at 205. Oh, so Hamzat's the one writing up the contracts. I'm not even... That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Darren Till versus Kevin Holland to open a pay-per-view, that would be strange. That makes sense. Darren Till fight makes sense. Please tell me Darren Till is not still in the rankings. Number 15. Darren Till does not deserve to be in the middleweight rankings. That's an embarrassment. Why fight the champion of weight class they aren't the champion in? It's a waste of time. Exactly. I mean, that's besides the point. The fight was never offered. It's a stupid idea anyway. Do you think Drew Dober can make a run up the rankings? No, he cannot. It's a sad reality. He cannot run up the rankings. You think Holland should have stayed at middleweight? I don't think he's going to have success anywhere. But yes, there's less wrestlers at middleweight than welterweight. Does Hamzat even weigh 205 off camp? I mean, I think that would be probably close to what he probably walks around at. But it's hard to say. But either way, that would be a massive disadvantage. And there's no benefit to doing it. There's absolutely no benefit to doing it. Because, honestly, at that point, well, what are you fighting for? You're not winning a belt. So, you're just fighting him for no reason, essentially. Absolutely no reason to fight him. Makes no sense at all. And that's all I could say about it. I would have been pissed if that fight got made somehow. My nose is itching. But yeah, I don't think Drew Dober can make his way up the rankings. Max, he can make like 15, but the lightweight division is too full of killers. You think Holland should have stayed? I already read that. Ryan Hall versus Chase Hooper. LOL. Book it. Book it, I guess. Ryan Hall's at 35. Is Chase Hooper at 35 too? I'm trying to remember. I think he is. So, sure, book it. I think that kind of makes sense. Who has a better chance against Islam, Fiziev or Volk? I'll say Fiziev. But I'm a big Fiziev. I'm a big believer in Rafael Fiziev. Is it just me or is Pereira more of a test than Bilal? Yet Bilal might be onto something. Is it me or is Pereira more of a test than Bilal? What, like for Hamzat? For Hamzat, is that what you're talking about? I mean, Pereira's going to be tough to beat. He's huge. So, yes, but I mean, Bilal's a massive test too, I believe. What's your opinion on the stoppage between Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler? I thought it was a bad stoppage. He clearly put his thumbs up the second he was touched. So, therefore, it's a bad stoppage. I think it's more like lightweight is so stacked rather than Drew Dober's skills itself. Agreed. That's exactly what I mean. Till should not be ranked right now. I think Holland matchup makes sense. I have it headline the prelims instead of opening a pay-per-view, though. Yeah, the Holland matchup versus Darren Till makes the most sense. Yep. I mean, on top of Darren Till's next fight, let's talk about it because it is in the title. Khamzat Chimaev, who can he fight next? Here's who I want to see him fight next. Here's the list of who I want to see Khamzat Chimaev fight next. Okay? First off, first on the list has to be Colby Covington. If he beats Colby Covington, he moves into a title shot. Okay? And he needs to prove he can make weight. If he can't make weight, what are we even doing here? If he's not fighting Colby, book him against Bilal. Bilal says he wants to fight. Bilal's ranked number 4. Khamzat Chimaev's ranked number 3. Book the fight. If you for some reason you can't book that fight, I would not mind him fighting the winner of Usman Leon Edwards. I would be a little bit tentative just because of the fact he missed weight in his last fight, but I want to see him fight for that belt against Leon or Usman. So he could fight the winner, but also I don't want to see him sit out for that long. So if he's going to have to sit out for that long, maybe move him up to middleweight and have him fight Paulo Costa, but then I don't like his chances against Paulo Costa. And I want to see him fight at welterweight. I want to see him move his way up the welterweight ranks. But I wouldn't mind the Paulo Costa fight. I think that'd be a lot of fun too. But I just think that's so unlikely. We need to see the Colby Covington fight. It just makes too much sense. And if Colby Covington's not willing to fight him, cut him from the organization. That's my opinion. The Alex Pereira fight, if they're going to give him the Alex Pereira fight, if that's what they're aiming for, he needs to fight a contender anyway, so let him fight Paulo Costa. He beats Costa. He fights the winner of Adesanya Pereira. So no matter where he fights, whether it's middleweight or welterweight, he needs to fight a top contender, and then his next fight's for a title. If that makes sense. So middleweight, he either fights Robert Whittaker or Paulo Costa, and then the winner of Pereira versus Adesanya. Welterweight, he either fights Colby or Bilal, and then he fights the winner of Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman for the welterweight title. That's what I would want. That's my career path for Khamzat Chimaev. Wonderboy versus Lawler? Absolutely not. Wonderboy would starch Lawler at this point in his career. Can O'Malley beat Cejudo, or does he have a better chance against Aljo? I don't think he can beat either one of them. He's going to get out-grappled. Both of them are elite-level wrestlers. Cejudo's an Olympic wrestler. O'Malley can't defend those takedowns. Joe, I know power slap is so bad they're going to make Forrest Griffin the guy who catches the person if they get knocked out, so they don't take additional head try. It's so dumb. It's an embarrassment. The whole thing is a mess. It's free brain damage. Yeah, it's very dumb. But I guess you could say MMA's free brain damage as well. But just sitting there and allowing a guy to smack you around, I mean, I think that sounds a little suspicious. I wonder what those guys are getting paid, to be honest. I mean, they better be getting paid well. But I don't think so for that. I mean, how much is Dana really paying them for that garbage? Colby versus Bilal prediction? At this point, I'm going Bilal. I used to be on the Colby train as far as beating Bilal, but Bilal looked good. His striking looked improved against Sean Brady. Colby's just sitting out in witness protection, hiding out, hiding his glass jaw at this point, I guess. Hiding in a safe house. He's done for. Pereira weighs more than Glover. It seems like it. Darren Till's washed. Agreed. I think he was also overrated for a long time. Buckley versus Till. I think that kind of makes sense too, as well. I think it kind of makes sense. Guys, do me a favor if you have not already, like this stream. We have 93 people in the stream right now. We have 33 likes. Run up the likes on the stream. I would greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it. Also, if you don't follow me, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MMA Joey C. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MMA Joey C. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. Also, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, like somebody said they weren't earlier, go subscribe to the channel right this very second. I do these streams every single week, multiple times a week. Till ain't washed. He needs him. Dude, Till's never been that good, to be honest. Hamzat versus Bilal. I want to see Hamzat versus Bilal. If Colby don't want it, if Colby hiding out in his safe house, he's in witness protection. Book Hamzat versus Bilal. That's the next best fight at welterweight. Is there any evidence Colby Covington turning down Hamzat? I keep hearing that rumor. I mean, that's the fight that Hamzat wants. That's the fight that the UFC wants. And it's not happening. So, there's no evidence of it, but I believe that's what's going on. I believe he's turning down the fight. Because why is it just not happening? Wasn't Neil Magny calling out Hamzat? Yes. But, dude, Neil Magny would get destroyed. Oh, my God. Don't remind me of the Neil Magny hairline, by the way. Magny's done. Shavkat. Okay. If Usman somehow loses to Leon Edwards, do you think he'll just retire? Probably. Or he might try to move to middleweight. I don't know. Paulo barely beating a retiring Rockhold. Now he's going to beat... How's he going to beat Hamzat? Well, Hamzat hasn't fought anyone that big and that strong at middleweight. Can we talk about how Jessica Andrade is going to destroy Lauren Murphy? No, we cannot, because it's going to be on the main card and it's going to make me throw up the whole time. Will Zabit come back? I'm going to say no, but I hope he does. Dana probably plays them 1-1. Gee, dude, he probably pays them 500 and 500. JJ Smoke is here. What's up? If you had to predict how many times does Conor McGregor fight this year? I think one time. Yeah, I think one. I don't think he fights multiple times. Conor McGregor isn't going to fight multiple times. I mean, when's the last time he's fought multiple times in 1 year? 2016? Let's take a look real quick. Because I don't remember. Well, no, I'm dumb. He fought twice the year he got brutalized by Dustin Poirier. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. But before that, so he fought twice against Poirier in 2021. He fought once in 2020, once in 2018, 0 times in 2019, 0 times in 2017, and 3 times in 2016. So he has not fought 3 times in MMA in the last 6 years, since 6 years ago, basically. That is straight up insanity. That is straight up insanity. What if Colby had been secretly training hard for Hamzat all this time? When he comes back, he will destroy him. Hell, fair play. Give him a title shot then. How would Colby Hamzat presser go? It'd be interesting. Probably Hamzat messing around on his phone the whole time. And Colby saying cringy lines. I think Buckley would spark Till. I'd pick Buckley over Till at this point. If not, Buckley, Till versus Gore makes sense. Can you imagine? He's fallen that far. Did you watch the interview between Dana White and Grant Cardone? I found it pretty interesting. Dana had a funny story. No, I did not. I'd heard of it, but I did not watch. If YouTube brings in enough income, would you consider quitting your full-time job and do? Yes, 100%. I would love to do that. I get that Sergey is pretty technical, but I still feel like Cyril would win against him. Cyril does well against guys who rely on their power. Yeah, and Pavlovich doesn't throw any kicks. So, I kind of agree with you. Zabit versus Allen, sign me up. Sign me up. If Hamzat strikes with Pereira, he gets slept. Yeah, if he strikes with Pereira for a long period of time, I think he would get slept as well. I agree. One thing I will agree with Ariel, and Dana White keeps trying to do new things and failing. He basically got lucky with the UFC. I don't know if he got lucky, but I think he just has money. So he's like, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. And most of them aren't super well thought out. In Power Slap, you get a $100 prepaid Visa gift card to show and a Wingstop gift card if you win. Dude, I got to tweet that out. I'm tweeting that out right now. That's a good one. You know, you get a $20 Wingstop gift card as a win bonus. Why is my Twitter logged out now? And I don't know my password. Okay, there we go. There we go. I heard Dana White is paying the Power Slap guys, hold on, $100 prepaid Visa gift card to show. Visa gift card to show. And a $50 Wingstop gift card. No, I got something better. Hold on. $50 Wingstop gift certificate. Sounds funnier. If you win. Let me change them both to gift certificate. That's hilarious. So I heard Dana White is paying the Power Slap guys $100 prepaid Visa gift card. No, gift certificate to show. And hold on, let me read that again. I want to make sure it sounds right. I heard Dana White is paying the Power Slap guys $100 prepaid Visa gift certificate to show and a $50 Wingstop gift certificate if you win. No, to win. To win. That's all I'm just posting. I'm just posting that. That's hilarious. Yeah, and if you get a great performance, you get a UFC NFT as your bonus. Yeah, you get a UFC NFT bonus. That's hilarious, dude. Dana says Colby wants to fight. Is that bullshit? I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't make sense to Colby to fight Hamzat without the belt on the line, no, it does make sense because he would get a title shot. He would get a title shot with a win over Hamzat. It doesn't make sense. I read that if Colby beats Hamzat and Usman beats Leon, do you think that yes, 100% it would make sense at that point in time? Could you imagine the hype behind that? If I do see Power Slap, I might be cringing the whole. Dude, I'm disturbed. I might have to unfollow the UFC on social media. I'm tired of seeing dumbass Power Slap videos. If they're giving out Wingstop gift cards, it looks like I'm going to have to start Power Slapping. I wish I could Power Slap you for just liking Wingstop. Will you ever watch Power Slap? Absolutely not. There's no interest. Power Slap, you should consider Power Slap an insult to your intelligence. The fact that the fact that you even consider watching it, I think is an embarrassment. I mean, that's just really embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing. Let's see. I see you guys. Why Patty just responded to my message. On Twitter. I don't know why he was mad. Why he was mad on stream earlier and then never sent another message. But there you go. Yeah, Power Slap is getting a $100 prepaid Visa. Power Slap bonus and a ticket to UFC Fight Night? Nah. Only if it's a women's MMA main event. Does anyone chat play? No. Maybe. I don't know. You have to ask the chat what you did. I'm low-key excited. No. Would you ever go into Octagon with Costa for $500K, but he's only making $50K? He tries or he doesn't even try. Would you go into the Octagon with Costa for $500K? Absolutely. But he's only making $50K. He tries or he doesn't even try. I mean, for $500K, I'll pretty much get in the cage with anyone. I'll fight Francis Ngannou for $500K. That's life-changing. 1 KO, okay, you're taking a little bit of brain damage, but $500K is pretty good. I definitely wouldn't get in there for $50K. No way. That ain't worth it. For brain damage, no. You need a good, substantial lump sum. But if he's making $50K, that's actually embarrassing. That's actual an embarrassment. Power Stop guys get 100 crypto. Nah, they get a UFC NFT. If they win, they get the NFT. At live events, where do you recommend sitting? I don't get thousands for floor seats. First elevation or second elevation is what I would recommend. I always got the first elevation like 10 rows back, and it was always pretty good. It's a legit professional sport. Okay. Who do you like more as a person, Colby or Connor? I don't like either one of them as a person. And I don't know them personally, so I can't really say. But just from what I've seen, I think they both look like idiots. Tell Patty I have 125 for him, please. Okay. I need that Wingstop gift card. I'm fitting to eat them slaps. What would you like to change with MMA judging? I want accountability. The judges should have to explain these egregious scorecards. I could see, and I also would like to see multiple judges. Not multiple judges, more judges. I could see Patty being pretty good in power slap. I bet he goes after his next embarrassment. No, he wouldn't. Patty's a bum at everything. What did Patty say? I don't know. Honestly, I'd fight anyone for $50K, really? For just $50K? I mean, I'd fight you for $50K. I'd fight my neighbor for $50K. I'm not fighting Francis Ngannou for $50K. You're going to take brain damage for $50K? Maybe I'm a little bit, I don't know, crazy, but I'm like, trained fighter, only $50K? Nah. If I can tap out right away, yes. We're asking Ngannou to do the Kimura. He did that one time. Dude, imagine he just Kimuras and rips your arm off. What is more legitimate, the WNBA or Dana's Power Slap League? Neither. But I guess the WNBA if I have to choose. Better give Joke Dude his credit or Rogan will cancel you? Okay, well, how you can have fun trying. I didn't say Patty responded to you. I never say Patty responded to anything. Judge should have to sit on a post-fight press conference and answer the media. Nah. I would just like an explanation from him. I don't know if talking to the media is one of them. The media is idiots too. The media is full of idiots too. But there needs to be some type of accountability. We need some explanation for some of these terrible scorecards. I would like a round-by-round explanation for why they scored it the way they did. That's what I would like, to be quite honest. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yo, just tuned in. I feel like Hamzat Colby will be the co-main for 285 and they will label it as an interim title fight. There's no way they're making that as an interim title fight. It's just not happening. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm done. Yes, I said Pat, or the Patty from earlier. The guy in the chat, not Patty Pimlet. So if somebody wants to respond to him and ask him why he was so bent out of shape earlier, feel free. Leon wants Colby. So anyway, the co-main event for 285. I think 285 is going to be this, okay? It's going to be... Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Per sources, what I'm hearing per sources, UFC 285, March 4th in Las Vegas. The main event, Francis Ngannou versus John Jones, heavyweight title. Co-main event, we are getting Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo for the bantamweight title. Featured fight on the main card, Khamzat Chimaev versus Colby Covington. #1 contender fight in the welterweight division. And this is going to be one of the biggest fights in UFC history. One of the biggest fight cards in the UFC history. So 3 amazing fights on the main card. Ngannou versus Jones. Sterling versus Cejudo. And Hamzat versus Colby. There you go. Boom. I said it first. Boom. That's what we're going to get. That's where I've been thinking about making a video about that. Because I think that's going to happen. I'm hoping. I don't know if Colby's willing to take the fight, though. Leon wants Colby Masvidal. I don't know who wants that. That already happened. Agreed. I've sat in nosebleeds and close. It's only worth it if you pay for the first 10-ish rows. Patty, not Patty. Yeah. You think the Power Slap winner would get a free signed Hasbulla belt? Yes. Who has more credibility, Brendan Schaub or Doug Crosby? If you had to say who's more reliable, neither. Jump in a wood chipper. How often do people go from UFC to Bellator or the other way around? How often do people go from UFC or Bellator? Not super often. I would say like 10% of the time. Some guys go over to Bellator. Some guys come to the UFC. But the UFC has such restrictive contracts that, you know, it's hard to get out of it. And then if you are getting cut by the UFC, typically Bellator probably doesn't want you. Hamzat versus Colby got to be 5 rounds. Oh, you're right. It does. That sucks if it's not. It'd be a disservice otherwise. Agreed. Brunson versus Du Plessi right under Hamzat Colby. Yes. Yes, right underneath of it. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I wish Jones was fighting earlier. Why does he need 4 more months? It's 2 months, really. It's only 2 months. If you're miscalculating. We get all of January, all of February, and then it's the first couple days of March. So it's only 2 months away. I believe it will be announced soon. Maybe even this week. Maybe even this week. Maybe even this week. If they can't get Colby, I'll take Bilal or Shavkat versus Hamzat. Sign me up for all of it. Sign me up for all of it. Imagine taking PEDs for Power Slap. That is true. That'd be hilarious. Should Doug Crosby be banned from watching MMA? Yes, he should be. Yes, he should be. Constantly growing with the fingers crossed. I know it's hard to think of it in that terms that March is only 2 months away. Did you see that Darian Weeks got caught? Yes. Yes, I did. But yeah, I know what you're saying. For me, it doesn't really matter. I feel like they announced 285 main event during the Brazil pay-per-view broadcast. I think they'll announce it sooner. I think it'll be announced soon. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. The pace Hamzat went at with Gilbert is completely different, though. That is true. That is true. That's why I said his cardio isn't that suspicious, because of the fact that the pace in the first round that he went out there with was unbelievable. Was absolutely unbelievable. Jones and Ngannou, I'd rather have them at their best. They made us wait this long. I don't mind waiting. Agreed. Well, there's no other card to book it on. The first card is possible is March. It's not going to be in Brazil in 2 weeks. It's not going to be in Brazil in 2 weeks. So, what else? You know, are you going to book it in Australia? Not going to happen. So it's only March in Las Vegas. That's it. That's it. That's it. But I'd also rather have them at their best. Hamzat and Gilbert went all out for 3 rounds. Hamzat wouldn't do that against Colby. Agreed. Realistically, do you think Nick Diaz actually fights in 2023? I'm going to pray that it does not happen. If you ever go to Vegas and UFC was in Apex, would you consider getting tickets to the event? Depends what the event looked like. I would consider it. But it all depends what the event would look like. If it's one of those garbage Mackenzie Dern, Yan Xiaonan, I don't know. Probably not. Apex tickets are expensive. Yeah, that's the other thing. They're pretty expensive. So why do I want to go to a garbage fight card in the Apex for thousands of dollars? No. Yeah. No, I was saying Leon wants to fight Colby and Masvidal separately. That's why they're able to turn down all the other fights. No, that's not how it works. They don't just get to duck fights forever. But I get what you're saying. Do you think Izzy Alex P rematch will happen in International Fight Week? I'm going to say it happens in May. How do you think RoboCop holds up in the top 5? I don't think he does. Takes too much damage. I want to see Leon versus Masvidal. Leon would fuck Masvidal up badly. Badly. Would mess him up. I don't need to see it anymore. Masvidal doesn't deserve anything. Masvidal's been ducking fights left and right. Dude thinks, he's basically the greatest thing since the Ben Askren flying knee KO. I want to see Leon versus Masvidal. Hey, now, Dern Yan was not bad. The card itself was terrible. Well, there you go. You answered yourself. McGregor headlines International Fight Week? Maybe. Either that or he fights in August. Who's RoboCop? Gregory Rodriguez. What do you think about the Leech taking D-Rod's ranking? Is that what happened? I guess it makes sense because that fight was borderline anyway. I told my buddy how you said Puelles dragged his ass like a dog and he thought it was funny. I'm happy to entertain. So in March, we're going to get UFC 285 and 286. I can't wait. Yes, it's going to be a crazy month for sure. Guys, do me a favor and like the stream. I would greatly appreciate that. We're going to get ready and go here in a second. I'm going to go search. Let me take a look. Last week, I sent you guys to another MMA live stream. Let me go see if anybody's streaming. I'm just searching MMA. And if not, if anybody has a live stream they recommend, I can send everybody to just for fun. There's nobody live streaming. Well, MMA Guru's live streaming, but he already has 1 million viewers. I wanted to send it to somebody who doesn't have a lot of viewers. There's nothing. I searched MMA and did it live, and it's like MMA Field. So there's nobody to send you guys to. Any live streams I should send you guys to? There's nobody on. But the MMA Guru. So let's see. Let's see what you guys say. Well, I'll answer a couple more questions while we wait. Throw some questions in the chat. We went to some guy. It was like father in a wheelchair the other day. So I just randomly saw him live streaming. Let's go see if I can. How do I just search? Oh, here's live. Just live. Let's see. I'm just going to send you guys to the randomest live stream. Unless you guys, hold on, Sean O'Malley's live streaming right now. Why is only 10 people watching Sean O'Malley? Am I imagining this? Why are 10 people watching Sean O'Malley's live stream? Is this even live? How is that possible? He's got 500 and some thousand subscribers. He has 10 people watching. It says started streaming 7 hours ago, but then the stream only says it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm going to do some more streams soon now that I moved to a new place. That's awesome. You like Guru? I mean, I don't really know him, so he's all right. Send us to a live. No, absolutely not. That's the real Sean. But why does he only have 10 viewers? That can't be right. He's 12 viewers. So that can't be right. Let's see. I'm just picking out a random live stream. There's nobody. There's literally nothing. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing that I see even worth of just a person with like not a crazy amount of viewers or anything like that. I'm getting Newegg. Who wants to go to that? Let's listen to some music. Some woman smoking on her couch. I'm dying, dude. This is funny. This is actually pretty funny. It's dead. Why is it so dead? I can't believe that. Yeah, so it looks like you're not going nowhere, honestly. But if you guys have any suggestions, last chance. Yeah, there's nothing live. There's literally nothing live. Except the MMA Guru, that's it. Let's see, how many live viewers does he got? He has 527 live viewers, so it's pointless just to send him 70 viewers. 70 viewers anyway. So, it is what it is. There's nobody live. I wish I could just find the most randomest live stream. I'm checking one more time for something. Home. Click on live. Okay. Click on live. It's only Sean. Why does Sean O'Malley have 10 viewers? Let's just go to Sean O'Malley. That's got to be it. I don't know why it says 10 viewers. It must be a glitch. Everyone go tell him MMA Joey sent you. Everyone go to that stream and tell him MMA Joey sent you. See what he says. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. I don't know why he only has 10 viewers. It must be a glitch. That's why I think he's not even going to see it. Go watch Sean O'Malley. Go support his channel. Go like his stream. Go subscribe to his channel. And go tell him MMA Joey sent you. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night. Go to that stream. Link is in the chat right now. Go tell him MMA Joey sent you.